very much, Hamish and Joni. Thank you very much to Ibrahim for organising, and thank you very much for SME4Labour. Thank you to all of you for coming to enjoy Ronnie Scott's. I wish I was standing here singing Summertime or something cool like that, but perhaps you wouldn't enjoy it quite so much. It's fantastic to see so many people here, and thank you for really what this is about, which is supporting people like Hamish, Joni, some amazing parliamentary candidates, amazing Labour parliamentary candidates, many of whom are here today, many of whom are working immensely hard right across the country, and who would be such fantastic Labour MPs. And that's what all of this is about, our way to try and put an end to 14 years of Tory chaos and just the huge damage that they have done to the economy, to our communities, to our public services, to our future, and to have the chance to give our country its future back. And we've had, you couldn't really make the chaos up. We had 5 Conservative Prime Ministers in the last 8 years, one of whom was beaten by letters. The other of whom takes pride that he beat the person who was beaten by letters. As Rachel will tell you, we have had 7 Tory Chancellors in the last 8 years, and we've had 8 Conservative Home Secretaries, 2 of whom were Suella Braverman, who was probably the only person who could make you want to bring back Priti Patel. But that is the level of the chaos that we've had. And actually we can't carry on like this, and our country can't carry on like this. And we can't just keep going on, staggering from one government press release to another without any sense of direction for the country. And that is what Keir and Keir's leadership is providing. Turning around the Labour Party, we have changed. And working with all of you, working with business on our plans for the economy, working with small business, making sure that you are at the heart of our plans for the economy for the future, the high street plans that Rachel and Angela and I were announcing, which was about scrapping and replacing the business rates that are dragging our high streets down, but also about putting neighbourhood police back on the beat in our communities, because if shoppers don't feel safe, they're not going to shop in town. And pulling those plans together with the 6 first steps that Keir announced last week. And this is where the question is, will I do a Wes? And will I actually forget one of the steps? And so those steps, which are the first things that a Labour government would want to do, 40,000 extra NHS appointments a week so we can get those waiting lists down, so we can actually make sure that people are treated and are not suffering in pain. The 6,500 teachers in our schools and mental health professionals in our schools to give our kids their future back and their best chance. Plans on antisocial behaviour, cracking down on antisocial behaviour, those town centre plans with 13,000 more neighbourhood police back on our streets. A new border security command to actually have proper security at our borders in place of the Rwanda scheme. And then GB Energy, to make sure that we can not just bring energy bills down, but get energy security and meet our climate change obligations, and perhaps the one that underpins all of them, which is economic stability. And it is shocking that economic stability has become a radical thing to pledge. But that's where we are, but that's not where we need to be, because we can have so much better a future, but we can only do that if we can get brilliant people like Hamish and Joni and so many of our other Labour PCCs elected, if we can get Labour MPs across the country, and if we can get Keir Starmer walking into Downing Street. We can only do that with all of your support. We can only do all the things that we want to do as a Labour government, working in partnership with you, because if you want to do things as a mission-driven government, as Keir said, it's got to be everybody working together, not just what government does, but what all of us do. I'll just give you one last thought, which is the first election I ever campaigned in was in 1992. And I still remember April the 10th, 1992. And I never, ever want to feel like that again. When we worked so hard, we thought things were going to change, and then we didn't. So never forget that. It's possible. Never, until all the votes are cast, nothing changes. And if we want change, we've got to vote for it, and we've got to get other people to vote for it, and that's why we've got to work together to do that. So have a fantastic time today. There will be a karaoke later on. You can choose your song. Please enjoy your lunchtime. Thank you very much.